Hello Sagittarius, and welcome to your general reading for June 2025. If you just found my channel, welcome. Thank you for being here. Okay, wow. We have Angels of the Four Directions. Oh my goodness. Kindred partnership and appreciation. Wow. Bottom of the deck, blossoming abundance. I feel like this is some sort of demonstration by someone telling you how much you mean to them. It could be that they're deep in reflection, and regardless of gender, you know, we have someone deep in thought here. And it could be that this is a really strong friendship or relationship that perhaps, you know, through time or distance had maybe drifted apart. If this is someone who wants to share something with you or, you know, tell you, you know, you were always really special to me, that could be appreciation. Okay, we're going to look at the two of you separately. Interesting. I love doing this. I should do it more often, but usually I do it when Spirit says, yeah, separate the energies. So here we go. Sagittarius, let's look at your person first. The Two of Swords. Do I pick up the phone? Do I pick up the phone? Seven of Cups. This person might be maybe dating again and thinking about you if this is an old flame. All right, let's see what's going on. Your person, Sagittarius, their energy first and only their energy, please. The person you are connecting to. The Magician at the bottom of the deck. Okay, we have Judgment, the Hermit, the Chariot in reverse. Why do I feel like this person wants to see you? You could have met when you were much younger. This Hermit energy is telling me there's been some time, some distance between you. This person might be feeling like, you know, I want to reconnect with someone from my past. Maybe they never got over you. Wow, this is, look at their energy. Okay, well, let's get anything else that wants to come through. Anything else? I heard no. Oh, okay. No. The World with Death. They might have lost a parent. Your relationship might have gone through, you know, sort of a difficult ending. They might have gone through some sort of big transition or change in their life. Like a cycle or a period of, you know, indecision about whether to reconnect, whether you are open to it or not. I feel like that could mark either the beginning or maybe the, you know, just the peaceful letting go. I'm not sure what I'm getting here. It could be that this person is at sort of this crossroads in life, reflecting on the past, maybe the past with you, or just something that maybe they want to say to you that maybe was left unsaid. With this Chariot in reverse, I feel like maybe they never moved on. Okay, now let's look at your energy. That's funny, I heard no, and then this. Now, I don't know what that means. Did perhaps you say to this person no in some respect, or you turned them down, you turned away? So that no could mean anything, but these look pretty significant. There was a big finality or a final energy with this. And whether it is something that they couldn't come to terms with regarding your relationship, or they've been through something challenging, I feel like you're about to find out what's going on with them. So let's take a look at your energy in this connection. I'm assuming you pick up the phone and you're like, oh, hey, okay, let's see what we've got. How do you feel about this? We have the Four of Swords, the Nine of Swords. Oh boy. Do you want to hear from this person? The past, the Six of Cups. This was sticking out of the deck, the Six of Swords. You might have moved on from this. I'm not going to take it, but it was interesting how it was sticking out of the deck. Sag, your energy. Okay, we have Judgment, the High Priestess, the Page of Wands. Well, I feel like there's an energy of you trying to figure out what this is about. I think so. You might be wanting to know maybe why after all this time, so much time has passed, we haven't talked. You cut me off or I cut you off. You know, no communication. I feel like this could even be late at night. I'm looking at this person, you know, up in the middle of the night and this person, you know, perhaps sleeping. This could even be a late night phone call. But I think you're like, what is this? And it could be that you're intrigued, Page of Wands. Now, this card as a reader is a lot of times my traveler energy. Not always, but there could be an energy of this person being at a distance and saying, I want to come and see you. And you might be like, why? Okay, what's this about? So, you know, maybe your curiosity is piqued. Maybe you're a little bit, do I want to? Nine of Wands. You might ask, what is this about? You might wonder if there is, you know, a passionate new start between the two of you, if this is romantic. I feel like it is. I don't know. Do you want it? Let's look at your let's look at your shared energy. The Three of Pentacles. You might think that okay, I'm hearing a couple things. I was about to say, you might think that there was an energy with you and this person that you kind of played off one another really, really well. You might have worked with them. You might have been the kind of couple that like people were like, oh, they're always doing and you know, this is like a power couple kind of thing. If this is the way that you see one another or others see you. I'm also getting that there's something with this guidance energy, specifically that word, that they may be reaching out to you for some sort of wisdom. And maybe this Hermit energy is their need for guidance in some respect. They may feel, and you too, I mean, this is your shared energy. It could be that you have kind of come to terms with whatever happened in the past, that you have, you know, an understanding of one another, or that you are both open-minded to what the other has to share. But I'm not saying but to negate this, but the bottom of the deck we have morality. And I don't know the context of this, but it almost feels like there was something that should have been done, should have been said, and whether that is, you know, thank you for being the person who always stepped in when I needed you, or, you did the right thing. Morality is morality. If it came out in reverse, well, then it could be that there's something that you question or they question. All right, let's keep going. Your shared energy. I'm getting there's an underlying something between the two of you. Okay, mind. Towers going off in both of your heads. Maybe this is kind of an overthinking energy, maybe more you than them. But it could be that you're not quite sure what to expect. Wow, guys. We have the 9 of Swords, the 10 of Swords. Something has happened that either needs to get cleared up, or you may find out that your person has been through something super significant. 10 of Swords is a pretty painful ending, and we do have 2 cards indicating an ending. Now, if this is between the two of you, you're both a little worried about how to approach the other. Maybe, what do I say? Maybe one or both of you are considering, is there a possibility that we reignite this? 2 of Wands. Intensity. I just heard with this that this was, I'm just going to say it because I heard it. This was love-hate for some of you. And so you may be thinking, has time and distance and maybe, us maturing a bit or going our separate ways and having learned a lot from one another, would this change our dynamic? I feel like that's definitely on your mind. Wow, we have transformation, inner voice. Is it different? Trust yourself. There's a test here. I don't know why I'm feeling it. What's going on in this dynamic, Spirit? What does Sag need to know? Whoa. Okay. Coming back around. The past is not done. There's a reason you're revisiting this. Distant horizons, faraway places, relocation, bridging the distance. Some of you may decide you want to, take this phone call, and maybe this leads to, yes, travel. Come and see me. Inevitable change, rewriting the story, massive shifts in life, turning the page. This is interesting. I've got to show you these. Bottom of the deck, what are you willing to do to change your circumstances for the better? So somebody's been through something rough, and 9 and 10 of Swords, maybe both of you have, and this is inviting you to make different decisions, good decisions, better decisions. What your heart is telling you to do is the right choice. Examine your close relationships, mystery unfolding. That was bottom of the deck. So let's take a look at your relationship with this person. Who is this? What is the significance of them coming back around? This is your energetic match. 2 birds sing sweeter than one. Thought patterns, get out of your head and into your heart. This is the truth. That's interesting because you're both, remember, this is shared energy. You're both overthinking this. Okay, Spirit said that was important. Look at it. Okay, bottom of the deck was sacred space. I feel like you needed to create distance or boundaries with each other. Again, with that intensity energy, I heard love, hate, or hot, cold, or whatever that was. I think it was, I heard love, hate. Addictions, physical addictions, emotionally addictive thoughts, or other negative patterns of behavior are affecting this connection. Perseverance. Obstacles are blessed opportunities of growth. Both partners have the desire and will to overcome. Bottom of the deck, divine intervention, delays and detours. I feel like when you perhaps were together in the past, this was not a healthy dynamic. That could be changing. Let's get advice. Advice for Sagittarius regarding this connection. Ooh, okay. Someone has overstepped and healthy boundaries need to be drawn. Honesty, the worst truth, is better than the best lie. A destined event is coming. If you feel the energy, you're right. Okay, so some of you may receive this invitation, this phone call, maybe over the holidays. Energy is tricky. It can play out for a long time. At least in my readings. Ooh, not on your path. There could be the ending of something to bring this back together. Some of you may be thinking change is needed in a relationship, or you may be thinking this person is not my person. When you least expect it, there's your timing card, and forgiveness needed. So this feels like you're clearing the air. I mean, you both have the judgment energy, and Spirit is saying, there's something about this conversation, this coming back together, that you're going to be able to clear the air with one another. Now, it doesn't mean that something difficult or painful happened between the two of you. It could just be you felt like you weren't, right for each other. It could be that after some time, thought, and distance, that this person is realizing that you were very important to them, and they may just tell you that. So the path that this is taking is going to be very different for all of you, because that's just how the energy is looking, and it will play out very differently. But I do want to get one bit of advice from the Angelic Answers deck for you, Sagittarius. I've got 2 cards. Miracle in progress. Money from a loved one. Boy, for some, I'm getting an odd storyline. I'm getting a storyline of family obligations, a mother or father kind of making a decision to help a child. Spirit is throwing a lot at me. Money from a loved one. It's going to play out so differently. So and maybe this is just a show of appreciation. Maybe this is a payback. For some of you, maybe money was borrowed and not paid back, and it felt like you were betrayed. So I don't want to overread these. Let's get one more. Oh, wow. You may find out that someone has been in a legal situation. This could be, that they reached a settlement in some way. Maybe you're impacted. This could even be like an inheritance, with that death energy. Travel arrangements at the bottom of the deck. Ooh, it suddenly feels like it got bigger. But I'm going to leave it there, Sagittarius. So heads up. You're going to reconnect with this person. I feel for the majority of you, like 99% of you, this is love.